Lesson Form Chapter 2. Lesson 1. Hard work and divine position. Ruth was not idle. She was active, working hard. She got to work in the field immediately they settled in Bethlehem, to take care of herself and Naomi. No matter where you find yourself, get busy. Don't be idle. Find something to do. Naomi did not ask her to work. She did not tell her what to do. Ruth's initiative landed her in the field belonging to Boaz. Lesson for singles here. In the moment of waiting, don't be idle. Get bust living your purpose. Lesson 2. Even though Boaz was a rich man, he is also godly and a humble man. Notice how he greeted his staff. "The Lord be with you." And they answer back, "The Lord bless you." Boaz was a godly and well-respected man, and that kind of character is worth much more than money. Lesson 3. Ruth was not out there in the field trying to be cheesy, posing to be seen by Boaz. From the story, it does not appear as if she knows who owns the field in the first place. She was not out there looking for a mate. Boaz noticed and found her. God will make the right man find you. Even after she met Boaz, and it was obvious he has authority in the field, Ruth was not thirsty. No pick-me attitude found or detected in Ruth. She was straight minding her business, feeling grateful for the favor she has found, which she does not even believe she was qualified for or deserved. Lesson for singles here. God will divinely position you for the right mate at the right time. Lesson 4. Ruth was a humble lady. She was not feeling entitled. Listen to what she said in verse 13. "You have put me at ease by speaking kindly to your servant, though I do not have the standing of one of your servants." Lesson 5. Kindness. Boaz was kind to Ruth when he met her. Recall that Ruth was a widow who was new in town and could very easily been taken advantage of, which means Ruth was vulnerable. Boaz got in front of any potential foolishness by giving Ruth and his young men specific instructions that were followed without question. A godly man, single or married, will protect, rather than take advantage of your condition, manipulate or guilt you into doing something wrong, or just to fleece you. Also, Boaz immediately jumped to provide and protect her. He provided water, gave her food right away. He was not trying to take advantage of her. If Boaz is not a man of moral and godliness, given the fact that he is wealthy and has authority, he could have easily taken advantage of her and her vulnerable situation by making ridiculous or ungodly advances to her, thereby tempting her, which could have made life more difficult for her if she refused the ungodly advances or committing a sin if she accepts. Remember the story of Joseph and Potiphar's wife, where Joseph got thrown into prison because he refused. Boaz was being kind to her without asking for anything in return. If not, they would have both missed the divine plan of God due to perversion. Lesson for everyone here. Both men and women, young or old, married and single, but most especially men from this story is, don't take advantage of anyone. Whatever position that God has placed you, either a position of wealth, control, power, authority, don't misuse it. Don't see it as an opportunity to oppress people. Do good to people. If God placed it in your heart to help, help without expecting anything in return. Greediness is a sin. Please don't allow the devil to use you. Eventually, they both got rewarded for their good character. Ruth and Boaz eventually became the great-grandparents of King David, an ancestor in the life of Jesus Christ, the promised Messiah.